and welcome to another episode of Worst Collection Ever. This is the show where we tell you about the worst comic book collection in existence, and it just happens to belong to us. I'm Jen.
I'm Shawn, and kind of tired right now.
I was a little bit tired myself.
It's a holiday weekend.
It's kind of gloomy outside.
Mm-hmm. But we're here to talk about our comic books.
Yeah.
Our comic book collection, the worst comic book collection.
Yeah.
In the history
of comic book collections.
Yeah,
that's it.
Doo-doo.
We love it though.
But we love it, and we're gonna have fun.
It has no value, but
I really don't. I know. Yeah, I've been kind of watching a lot of videos lately, people talking about like value of comics.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
just
no.
Like, I'm like, I don't know where any of our stuff fits in there.
I know. I was watching that one guy, and he was like, "Oh yeah, this is in great condition," and I'm like, I buy comic books that have like bites out of them.
Yeah, that one guy literally looked at somebody who was like, I'm hungry. I think I'll eat this adventure comic.
Exactly. It's like, I gotta take a bite out of this one, and I'm gonna put it in this stupid dollar box, and some idiot's gonna buy it. And I'm the idiot.
I'll show you mom art.
Yeah, right.
But we also did a little bit of shopping this weekend because it is a holiday weekend, and figured we'd... what happened was...
we drove to Wyoming.
We drove to Wyoming because last weekend when we went to Retromania, there was this cat that we talked about, Boss Comics.
Mm-hmm.
I followed him on Instagram, and he mentioned something about hey, this weekend there's going to be this collector's showcase or whatever at this Eagles Lodge
in Cheyenne,
Wyoming. And I don't think I actually ever been to Wyoming before this.
Mm-hmm.
This might have been my first time.
Yep.
But we were like, let's go. Where we have the weekend. It's a long weekend. Maybe.
And Cheyenne's not that far from where it's like 2 hours.
It's really not.
No.
It's surprisingly, because you go up and you go past Fort Collins, and then all of a sudden you're at the border.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's very close.
And then you're there, and you're like, oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
So and Cheyenne is like right over. It's like right over the border.
Pretty
of like
much.
Wyoming.
Yeah.
Because it's like one of two cities there.
Pretty much.
But. We decided to check it out, and the problem with things called collector showcases,
a lot of cards.
That's the thing. There's a lot, and there's a few of these out here too that do that, where they're like Collector Con. You're like, cool. I collect comics. I collect action figures and other stuff like that.
So Pokemon card focused.
Pokemon, but also sports cards.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of vendors for that sort of stuff. And, it's just in this small room at this lodge. Although this lodge, though, man, this is like old school. Yeah, this is like I've seen bands play VFW halls that look like this. You know what I mean? Like old school, like very dark, have a bar in them, smell reeking of cologne, by the way, just reeking of it. Yeah, there definitely was that going on. Also, the bathrooms, like one of those things where you go into a bathroom, you're like, oh, this is before they didn't care about privacy, they didn't care about anything. It was just like, here's a hole.
It's an old fucking lodge for, cranky old men to go drink.
I imagine if you live in Cheyenne, where they're really... there's stuff there. We didn't explore those city, They have a Comic-Con, I think, pretty frequently.
I think they do. I don't, I've never been up that way for that.
Yeah, I got to see what fiction was
I've really
happening.
only spent very little time in Cheyenne. I've only driven through it a couple times.
Yeah.
Not a lot of time in Wyoming, gotta say.
But it was cool because, though, I got a chance to look through this guy's collection.
Mm-hmm.
He was there, and he was like the only person selling comics.
Yeah.
At the time we were there.
Yes.
And I looked through his collection. I found a bunch of last issues.
Good.
That I was pretty excited for. I found a Superboy for the Superboy Volume 4, which is the Connor Kent one. I found Green Arrow Volume 3, the one that started off as the Kevin Smith book. So I found that. And there's a few other things I found there that I was pretty happy with. I found something where, because DC back in like the mid 90s for a minute was like kind of having this thing where they're like, hey, how about we take one of our more popular books and we shove like a character that isn't as popular or something we're just trying to get over, and we'll put them together. I have one that's like Green Arrow and the Ray. and I found one that was Azrael or it's called Plus. So it's like Azrael plus the question. And I was like, oh, I didn't know this existed.
I have a Catwoman one like that.
It was Catwoman and I think Scare Tactics.
That might be right.
Because there was a series back then where it was called Scare Tactics. It was like a metal. It was like DC had some weird mid to late 90s books pop up that didn't last very long.
Uh-huh.
And it's quite fascinating to kind of come across those. You found some goodies too.
Oh, I found all sorts of stuff. God, what did I even pick up? I found a couple things that would I found like a Detective Comics that would fill a hole in my collection. I ended up getting this like Green Arrow Black Canary series because I had found one.
Yeah.
And like that All Seas show. And I was like, oh, this isn't terrible. And then I ended up finding like 1 through 5 and all sorts. I was like, all right, cool. I got these here because they're only $1. I got that Dark Knights of Steel collection, the 1 through 12, because apparently they're coming out with like a second series of that.
I had no idea this thing existed.
Yeah, it does. And I've never read it, but it's like an Elseworld and I love an Elseworld. So dollar book, dollar comics, might as well.
Yeah.
So I don't even remember what else I got. A lot of stuff. I got a bunch of stuff up there.
Yeah, a bunch of stuff up there. And then on the way home, because that's literally all it was.
Yeah, it was really small. We had driven all the way up there. And we were like, you know what? Let's just stop at Mile High on the way home because we haven't been to Mile High in a long time.
Well, the plan was because it's my birthday.
Yes.
My birthday was on Tuesday after you
birthday.
So we were planning on doing a like a trip out there just to check stuff out.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, well, this is on the way back, and it was early enough. We stopped at Buc-ee's.
Yeah, there is a Buc-ee's up north, so of course you have to stop there because apparently, like going to the gas station it's an event when it's a Buc-ee's.
It's an experience.
It really is.
It really is.
We don't have Buc-ee's out here. This is like the first one I'd ever been to, and I'd never even heard of Buc-ee's until I was working with a woman from Texas, and she was talking about like how great they are. And then when they built one here, I was like, well, I guess we got to go to Buc-ee's.
Yeah.
So we got fudge.
We did get fudge.
Yep, we got fudge.
Got fudge, got a few other things. So yeah, it's a good time.
Yeah.
But I went to Mile High. Haven't been there in a minute.
They were having a sale.
Well, I didn't know because I didn't see anything about this. But sometimes they'll do 70% off comics that are
like back issues
that are yellow tags, and which is a lot of them in the back issues.
Yes.
And I focused on that. For the most part, I found a bigger swath of last issues.
Yes.
Because of course, Final Issue Blues is a show that I've only done 2 of them so far, but I'm working on doing more, and I really like doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something that's in this feed that I'm going to you're going to hopefully see more of. And that's kind of why I've been talking about Final Issues. But I found like Legion of Superheroes, the 84 to 89 one. I actually found that Green Arrow and Black Canary. I found the last issue for that. I don't know, I'm blanking on a bunch of the ones I got. Animal Man.
Mm-hmm.
That one's probably the most expensive one I got. Because that one's pretty rare. You don't see that just hanging out.
Yeah.
Because the thing that I'm understanding about like Final Issues is that like it's low print runs. Because a lot of times, especially for a book like an Animal Man, towards the end, people probably weren't buying it as much.
Right.
And they were just like, well, we're just going to end this. They don't have reason to print a lot of issues of that, so you don't see it that often. So in that case, I was able to grab that because of the discount. I got a pretty good price on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that and JLA. There was another one. I was just a tip of my tongue here. Well, I will say that because the Mile High does have like the $3 comics, and if you buy like a bunch of them, it's kind of like the cheaper you get.
Yeah, it's like buy 20 for 50, I think it is. I can't remember what it's something like that.
Yeah, so I ended up actually finding Final Issues for Dr. Fate, Volume 4, which is I always forget what that kid's name is, but it's the one from the New 52.
Yeah.
So there's that. I found the Creeper.
Nice.
And I found it. And this is the thing too that I was telling Jen how like anxious I get because you'll be looking when you're looking for specific issues and you're you're flipping through stuff. And you get so close.
Oh, it's so annoying.
And then
it's the worst.
It'll just you'll be like, oh man, I need issue 37. And you're like 35, 36, 39. Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that was what I was going, but I was going through that because I was trying, decided to also, I'm not just including Marvel and DC, but I'm also including like as much other stuff as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Image and Valiant and whatever. And the Valiant one, so that was back in the 90s, and they printed so many copies of like Valiant comics because Valiant comics apparently was a big deal. I never got the impression it was that big of a deal, other than just listening to what Wizard Magazine would tell me, and be like, oh my god, Solar and Magnus and this book and Ninjak and this whatever. It's like this is the hot shit. And some of it's good. I'm still kind of digging into like actually I recently started reading Harbinger, which is like shitty X-Men to me. But we'll probably end up doing it on the show. Is
it called Shitty X-Men? It should be.
No,
Harbinger, Shitty X-Men.
Yeah, that's shitty. I shouldn't say that. It's actually a bit more grounded. Let's put it this way. But it's doesn't have the I don't know. There's something about it that's missing.
Sure.
To me, that doesn't be like, man, I'm glad this feels right. But I'm still reading it because I'm just because I got like in the big collection we bought, I got a bunch of copies and trades of that. So we'll eventually probably do that on the show. But I was looking for like some of these issues of these Valiant comics, and it's like there's so many of like copies there. But they'll just, so for instance, like the one that I was looking for that I didn't find was Archer and Armstrong, which is just a fat guy and a bald guy.
Nice.
And they do stuff.
Is that like Jake and the Fat Man?
No.
Oh.
Not quite. But
that's like a fat guy doing stuff.
Yeah. No, it's more like, I don't know. It's kind of like, one guy looks like Harvey Bullock, but he's like got long hair.
Okay.
And then there's a balder guy. I don't know. That's the thing. It's just one of those books though that it's like Alpha Flight, where if you go into a dollar bin, it's always there.
Oh, of course, yeah.
But I'm looking for issue 26, and like I would get so close looking through all these Valiant section, and you're like, all right, I'm getting close. Nope.
Yep.
And then you go look at another part of it, and it's like, oh, here's more Valiant, or Valiant, or more Archer and Armstrong. Okay, we're getting close. Nope. Like what the hell?
I know.
So,
yes, I am very aware of this. This is how so many times, I can't tell you how many times I have gone to Detective Comics looking for issue 845 because it's on my Batcat list. Therefore, I have to have it. And I'll be like, okay, 840, 841, 842, 843, 844, 846. Every goddamn time. We're talking years. This happens all the time. Conventions, stores, doesn't matter. And it happens to me all the time. I'm like, okay, and I need Batman, whatever. And it's always like the one that's not there.
Yeah.
And it is so frustrating. But I found Detective Comics 845 in the fucking dollar bin at Mile High.
That's crazy.
Not even in a bag.
Yeah, it's just
not even in a bag.
Flapping in the breeze.
Yeah, and I was like, do you know how long I fucking look for this and it's in a goddamn dollar bin?
Yeah, right.
So I finally found it, which was exciting.
And to find it in those dollar bins.
Yeah.
Because those Mile High dollar bin,
there were so, you know what?
They're chaotic.
They're so chaotic. They are by like a label. So it'd be like, or publisher. So it'd be Marvel. Yeah. And here's your DC and here's your indie or your independent. So that's where your Valiant, whatever.
Yeah.
And they do sometimes have like X-Men is separated out. Yeah. And Batman is separated out.
You usually find the pockets.
Yeah. But they literally have like a label on them.
Yeah.
And Superman is separated out, which makes it helpful. But I mean, the row is so long and they're so full that I literally got to the point where I was like, I can't look through these.
You just have to throw your hands up. Be like, I gotta go. I
can't sit here and look through this anymore.
Because you literally could.
I could have spent
get there at like right where they open. Just spend the entire day looking through that.
You absolutely can.
And you might not even get through the entirety of something.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Like
surprise me.
If you really were like, I'm gonna go through every book here.
Yep.
In this section and find everything that I need.
Uh-huh.
Because there's probably, like I said, you found that book and there's probably stuff in there that's like really.
Well, you found one of my pulp manuals that I was looking for in there, and that one again. Completely loose, no bag.
Yeah. I'm really excited for that one because it's got Martian Manhunter on the
Just
cover.
on the cover, yeah.
And he's holding a gun.
Yeah.
And he's wearing like a t-shirt.
Sure, why not?
I'm like, oh, okay, what's going on here? I don't know.
Those pulp annuals are a lot of fun. I enjoy them.
They are fun, yeah.
And like I found the miniseries Amazon's Attack, the whole thing, 1 through 6.
I didn't know about this.
Yeah, so I found that and I was like, well, fine, 1 through 6, I'll buy the whole thing. I don't care.
You kind of might as well.
Yeah.
Maybe that's something we'll do here.
Yeah, and I did end up going and doing, taking advantage of some of the yellow tag, 70% off stuff, paying more than I typically would for things, but at the same time, I'm like, I have been looking for like, I don't know, I think it was Detective Comics number like 752 or something crazy. Again, for years and could not find it.
Yeah.
So I finally found it. It was 70% off, so I got it. I did get some Bombshell variant covers.
Yeah, you kind of been focusing on some variants lately.
Yeah, because I'm like, well, I have the things I'm collecting. Let's add the Bombshell variants to them. Why not? Because I love them. I think they look cool.
Yeah, they are cool, yeah.
So I did end up finding some of them. One of them I found I refused to buy because it was like $70. I was like, no. But I did get, quite a few things. I filled some holes in my collection. And I just found some other cool stuff. I got like some Superman Superman Space Age. Because it's Batman Dark Age and Superman Space Age. And I really liked Dark Age. So I did find like 2, 1 and 2. I found those in the dollar bin. It was successful. I feel like I spent too much money, but it was successful.
Is there a Wonder Woman one of those? Like it's Wonder Woman Sword Age.
There should be, but I don't know. I don't think so, but that doesn't, just because I don't think it's there doesn't mean it's not. So I don't know. I'd have to look that up.
The Flash Run Age.
Yeah, the Flash Run Age.
Come take a listen to Campus Comics Cast. Releasing twice a month, Mike, Scott, and Shad get together to talk about anything and everything in the comic book industry. They'll browse the latest previews in Lunar Next Phase catalogs to highlight the upcoming comics that excite them the most, and they'll even review a few comics. On top of that, you'll get show segments like The First 5, where they discuss the first 5 appearances of a character or event. And then, of course, is the CLZ Shake, in which one or more of the hosts will shake the CLZ app on their phone and then talk about whichever random comic from their collection pops up. Campus Comics Cast. Find it now on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
We had quite a successful trip, though what we're talking about today is not from our successful trip.
No, this
is from the
There's
collection.
actually nothing successful about this book at all.
I will tell you, this book was really difficult for me to get through.
Really?
I don't know if it's just because I'm really tired.
I think I could see why that would do that.
I was kind of struggling to stay awake when I was reading, which is hard.
Yeah, so it's been a minute, but we haven't talked about Power Man and Iron Fist.
It's true. I think we've talked about Power Man and Iron Fist maybe once on the show.
At least, maybe twice.
Yeah, definitely Power Man for sure. I know we've talked about him.
Well, Power Man and Iron Fist, we did an issue once with Chris Mancini.
Yeah, that sounds right.
There's that.
Mm-hmm.
The other one, I feel like there's one other one we did. But the thing about Power Man and Iron Fist is like, and I think about this for a lot of stuff.
Mm.
Like, who was reading this?
People who love friendship?
I guess. I mean,
I love friendship.
There's nothing wrong with it, but it's just like this book went on for 125 issues.
That's nuts.
But granted, it started proper as Power Man and Iron Fist around 66.
Okay. Was it just
Power Man? Before that was Power Man.
Just Power Man.
And then they put it together, but that's crazy that it's been chugging along like that.
I mean, Luke Cage is a badass. Who doesn't love Luke Cage?
Yeah, great character. I mean, they're interesting characters, fun characters, definitely. And it's a good rapport and, and everything like that. But it's just, I don't know. Sometimes some books just surprise me that they just kick around for so long,
Yeah.
But this is Power Man and Iron Fist number 105.
Jesus. It's crazy that they got to that many.
Yeah.
And continue.
Yeah. Power Man and Iron Fist 105 from May 1984.
Wow.
And I got this. Where did I get this?
Is this from the collection?
No. This was. Where did I get this from? There was actually a big chunk of Power Man and Iron Fist in there, though.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, but this I got somewhere. I'm trying to. I want to say maybe Mile High, but maybe not. I don't know.
Possible.
but I got like a run of it because I was like, we haven't done this in a while, and the thing of it, Power Man, there's a lot of comics that Power Man and Iron Fist kind of falls in a distinction, like Daredevil's like it too, where the covers are just interesting.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And you just like, what is happening here? And you read it, because there's some actually in the collection. You'll just be like, what is this? What is even going to happen in this book?
That's those are like those world's finest books where you're just like, wait, what's happening here?
But it's that sometimes they'll even have the characters on there though. It'll just be like a guy. There's just this one.
It's just a guy.
It's just a guy. Literally, it's just a guy. It looks like a guy that's like, it's this dude that looks like Billy Joel. And then it just has like a box on there. It's just like, this man is stronger than Power Man and Iron Fist combined. But why?
And playing the piano? He's going to teach him how to play Piano Man. Maybe only the good die young.
He's going to teach. He's going to teach you
how to sing along.
He's going to he's going to teach you how to punch way above your weight.
Oh no, fucking shit! Billy Joel punching above his weight. You know what? But that's the thing. He's a talented man. That's what happens when you have talent.
Hey, you know what? For all you motherfuckers out there acting like you can't score because
you're short something wrong or whatever, learn to. You know what? Bring back garage bands.
Yes.
Fucking join a band. Go play a guitar. Even if you do it shitty, get on stage. I promise you'll fucking get.
If you can play guitar or drums,
even shittily,
or sing or do something, not even. I would say don't be shittily.
No, but I'm saying even shittily.
Well, shittily will get you somewhere.
Well, that's what I mean. They'll get you somewhere.
But even if you have, if you want to get to Billy Joel, Chrissy Brinkley levels,
man, you got to be fucking. That's good. You got to be good.
You got to be good. But Billy Joel is a chud. Okay, I shouldn't say. I'm sorry, Billy Joel.
Yeah, we apologize to you, Billy Joel. I know you're listening.
I just kind of said that.
I know you're listening.
There's people that enjoy Billy Joel. I like Billy Joel.
I love Billy Joel's music.
You love Billy Joel. I'm sorry, Billy Joel. I know you listen to the show every week.
I know you do. You're a huge fan of comic books. That's one thing I know about Billy Joel. It's that he loves the worst collection ever. He's gonna write us a song.
It's the email. Dear worst collection ever. Fuck you, Billy Joel. Man, that guy scoring hard, and he produced a pretty hot daughter. Apparently, apparently their dirter is pretty hot.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, if she takes after her mother, she's
a model,
lucky. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, you could beat Billy Joel.
Yeah, and I say this as a podcaster. Stop giving men microphones. Give them guitars.
Yes, 100%.
Let us bring back the garage band because, man, people were slapping back then.
We need music. Here's the thing. We need music.
Yeah.
People to be like, holy shit, this is fucking blowing my mind.
Absolutely.
You can tell that we're not as interested in this book because we're talking a lot about Billy Joel and garage rock. So
yeah.
Anyways, the cover of this comic is Power Man and Iron Fist. They're being shoved aside by a guy who is in the guise of the superhero, the Crimebuster.
I kept wanting to call this guy the Eradicator, and I realized
because of his glasses?
Yes, and I realized that is not his name.
No, it's not.
But I kept calling him that in my head. I was like, no, that's not right.
But and he's saying, one side has been to let a real hero handle this. And he's about to save grab a bomb.
Sure.
That is nestled in amongst boxes of TNT.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get to that. Yeah, but yeah, competition. Now playing a new Power Man and Iron Fist adventure by Kurt Busiek, art by Richard Howell and Andy Muczynski. Janice Chang lettering, Juliana Ferreter coloring, Denny O'Neill editing, and Jim Shooter, Robert Davi lookalike contest winner.
Nice.
That's the one. Also the editor.
Glad he won.
Also, something you don't want to win.
Yeah, right.
It's the Robert Davi lookalike.
I don't know. Maybe he did. Maybe he'd be thrilled. Like, yeah, sweet.
But we get a prologue here where there's a bunch of shirtless prisoners working on a railroad.
Can I just point out that there are so many blonde men in this book?
Oh, well, yeah, this is a very blonde.
Usually this does not happen. Usually all of our comic book heroes have dark hair.
Yeah. There
are so many blonde men in this book. It was notable. Like, because I actually was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Not a bad thing. It's just usually you do not see this.
Eugene P. Mason, one of West Monroe, Louisiana's more unusual criminals,
Blonde man.
because he is blonde,
Yes.
and he is holding a hammer, and he's like, owie, 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 something is happening.
Yeah,
to me.
he's like sitting there, like crouched down, like holding his knee, like, oh my God, it hurts so
He's
bad.
doing the Peter Griffin here.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. And so the warden comes over to be like, hey man, what's wrong? He's like, this. And he just whacks him in the face.
Hits him with a fucking hammer.
With a sledgehammer.
No, he hits one guy with a hammer, and then another guy's like, hey, what are you doing over there?
He throws it at him.
And he hits him.
Throws it.
You don't see the guy get hit, but he gets this guy good.
This is a hammer throw. This is like Olympic level hammer throwing.
The accuracy of throwing a hammer and knocking out two of those guards that easily is quite impressive, actually.
Yeah, very impressive. And then he's like, haha, I'm free.
He's like, haha. And then we jump to New York City, where Iron Man and Power Fist.
So they're like fighting a kind of like a Firefly-esque type of guy.
Well, his name is literally Firefly.
Is it Firefly?
It is Firefly.
But isn't it Firefly in the DCU too?
You can have the same name.
Oh, just checking.
No, this Firefly has only been in 2 comic issues.
Oh, okay.
He was in an issue of Nova.
And then this.
Can
I just say though, so they're like fighting this guy, Firefly, and the way they draw Iron Fist punching him, it looks like me trying to throw something. It's just like, like just the.
Well, he's doing it. He's doing his.
I know he's hitting him with this, but just it's
karate.
He looks like he's just so flamboyantly feminine in this drawing, and I don't know if it's also because he has the little flats on.
He's got a nice, graceful.
He's very graceful.
It's a very the way he's posed.
Yes,
and he's like,
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. When I throw, I think I'm throwing in one direction. My arm is going completely in the other.
Yeah.
Because I have dumb body, which is the one that like does not understand like how to move. But he's doing this on purpose, and he looks very graceful in his little silk ballet flats.
Yeah. Also, there's
this guy.
Danny has a lot of hair peeking out lately.
He does.
I'm not used to seeing that.
I didn't remember that he was a blonde.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a blonde boy.
I did not remember this for some reason. I thought he had dark hair, and then I'm like, oh, at first I thought it was a coloring error. No, he is a blonde man.
No, it's flapping in the breeze all throughout this issue here. Of course, Heroes for Hire.
Yes.
They are under the employ of Jaren or Jerry. I don't know how you say it, but I know that.
I thought it was Jaren, maybe.
It's spelled like Jaren, but they call him Jerry.
Sure.
It's and then in the Iron Fist show, Carrie Ann Moss plays that character.
Okay. I don't.
She says Jerry Hogarth.
I don't really remember.
That's the one thing I remember. Actually, the one thing I remember most is, here's Carrie Ann Moss.
Yeah, I don't remember much, to be honest, about that show.
No.
Yeah.
He does not strike. Yeah, so Iron Fist does not strike a pose like this in this comic.
No, he doesn't. It's a shame.
It's a shame. But they're hired to protect whatever this building is that this Firefly is trying to set fire to.
Mm-hmm.
And Firefly shoots off some fire.
Yeah.
Luke is holding up like a piece of metal so they don't get boiled.
Because there's a lot of fire.
There's so much fire.
Like, a lot.
Yeah. And they're about to do some maneuver, but then extinguishing foam comes out of nowhere and the net gets thrown out.
I was very confused by what that was because we never see like a fire hydrant or a fire extinguisher.
No, but here's the thing. It's a thick string.
It looks like some giant just came on this guy. He really does look gooey. And then he gets a net thrown on him. So at first I was like, what has Spider-Man been eating? But it is not Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's had a lot of protein lately.
Spider-Man's been, he's been going through it.
He's been going through it. Things ain't going well with MJ at home. So he's like, you know what? Might as well blast off on some villains.
Yeah, he's probably been being unwise in his sexual practices because Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like, it just comes out of nowhere and hits this guy in the face. He looks very gooey, and then he gets a net thrown on him, and that's when we find Crimebuster.
Crimebuster, who has
the worst outfit.
It's just a terrible outfit.
Absolutely terrible. He has eradicator glasses, and he's drawn kind of like Adam Driver. Because he's got that long, weird face.
He does. Well, here that's actually I want to. I got to point out
Mm.
his face has a lot. There's a lot of Jack Kirby qualities of art
Okay.
to it. To me, at least that's what I
Sure.
recognize. So, yeah, he looks
Kirby-esque.
Kirby-esque. So yeah, and he's the one that uses. He has like these pistols, and apparently they have.
They look like revolvers.
They're just like these shitty little revolvers, but there's massive loads in them. You know, like cartridges.
Oh,
You know,
I was wondering if that's where the extinguisher foam came
That's
from.
where it came from because he was like, "Aha! I
the
got
massive load."
Like one shot the foam, and the other shot the net.
Yeah,
and he's also smoking. By the way,
of course he is because he's a cool dude.
Yeah, he's a cool dude. And he's like, "Hey, I'm here." And also, he speaks with a southern accent because
we have to every time we say "I," it's
ah.
It's
He's like, oh,
Yeah,
he's from Louisiana. Is
he Louisiana or Texas? Because it could have been either one here.
I think it's Louisiana because it's the same. This is.
Oh, it's so and that was
Mason.
But just because you commit a crime in a state doesn't mean you'll serve in that state.
Understandably, yes.
You might get shipped off to I don't know the Supermax in Florence.
So he's like, hey, I shot this guy with a big load of foam.
So I'm going to collect the bounty on him.
I'm going to collect this bounty.
And they're like, dude, that's not cool. Like, the etiquette states, we saw him first. We were taking him down, so he's our guy. Because we were hired to take him down. And he's like, yeah, I didn't agree to that.
He walks off with this cat, and
Luke he just puts this, like, foamy man, like, over his shoulder, just, like, walks away.
Yeah. Which, mind you, this guy doesn't have superpowers. It's really hard to carry a person like that.
A dead weight.
Every time I see somebody do that, I'm like, how?
Especially like this is not like a light little child. This is a grown ass man wearing a suit.
Wearing a suit with I'm assuming with jellied gasoline in there, so
it has to be
do fire things.
Right. So he's wearing like his assuming flame retardant suit.
Uh-huh.
With the fire tanks and all that sort of stuff on his back. Then he's covered in this jism. And then you just sort of pick him up and sling him over your shoulder. I'm like, how?
Yeah, and Luke is like, oh man,
that guy sucks.
That guy sucks, and I kind of recognize his voice, but
I can't place it.
We're not gonna play. I can't place it right now. And so we catch up with this Crimebuster, and he is trotting down, I guess, some seedy area of the city, where one of the stores is just kung fu magazines. Which, hey,
that's all that's there is just magazines?
Just magazines of people fighting.
I thought at first it was like a publisher of kung fu magazines, but that is not the case.
No, here. I assume it's like that, but also, they probably, but here's the thing. It's kung fu magazines, but it's mostly porn.
Oh, 100%.
That's how they get,
there's like one kung fu magazine. The rest of them are just porn.
There's like a kung fu section, and most of it
could be just like kung fu girls.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's apartment fightings. We're getting I guess that's how they get you in there.
Karate and pillow fights.
Yeah, you're coming in there looking for like some martial arts action, and you're just like, oh wait, no, this is just women fighting each other in apartments.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then they have sex.
Yeah.
That's how that works.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a loser gets fucked magazine.
That was not the fucking part, but back in the day, wrestling magazines before.
We're all porn?
We're kind of close. They would have a lot of stories where it was just a women apartment fighting stories. And they would write.
Really?
Yeah. And they would I would think they would basically do is just take some photos of women fighting, and then they would write like narrative around it.
And it was always in an apartment?
Well, usually, yeah. It was like apartment fighting. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I have a few of those. Where they'll just throw it. It'd also be on the covers like Bruno Sammartino defeats Ivan Koloff, and then in the corner it'd be like apartment fighting.
Interesting.
Oh yeah.
Never like backyard fighting or camping.
No.
Always apartments.
Usually it's apartments. And usually
was it because it was like easy to shoot? Because it was just
because these were, I think these guys were based in New York. So they were like,
what else do we have?
We could write about this, but wrestling isn't that interesting right now. So
it's all Bruno Sammartino all the time.
Because it's Bruno Sammartino and he just wins all the time. And it's 1978 or 77.
Yeah.
So what else are we going to talk about? So I guess we'll just take pictures of some women fighting in an apartment and write a story around it.
So was there like a a consensus around like how people felt at the time about Bruno Sammartino winning all the time? Was it like people thought it sucked or people loved it?
I think they loved it because it was very, very much, at least the narrative was regional. You know, it was a very regional narrative because a lot of those wrestling magazines.
I don't know why we were talking about Bruno Sammartino. It doesn't matter.
You brought it up. It's fine because because you asked me about.
Oh, because we were talking about wrestling magazines and apartment fights.
Right. You know,
and
it's more interesting than this Crimebuster guy coming in and putting out his cigarettes on his table that he rents.
Yeah, man. What are we doing? You can't even find a can.
Yeah, I mean, it's the 70s. Ashtray. It's the early 1980s. Cheap ashtrays exist.
Oh, that was like an ashtray economy back then. That is all. That is how we ran. Everything came with an ashtray and a fucking pack of matches. That was how
the ashtray economy.
Everywhere. I mean, that's how it was. It was like you could have a whole store with nothing but ashtrays and matches. And you know what? You'd be in business for 40 years.
So he gets home and he's like, you know what? I'm actually the villain for the first page of this comic. Yeah,
because apparently my Adam Driver face is a mask.
He takes off it because he's wearing the hair, the dark hair. He's got dark hair on top and he takes it off and it's the whole thing, except for his face underneath. Mm-hmm. His Adam Driver face.
Yeah.
Is there and he's like, all right, back to smoking.
Back to smoking, putting these out on the table.
Yeah.
I didn't stop at Ashtrays R Us on the way over here.
No, he should have because he does live above a porn store.
I mean, you'd think the porn store would also sell like an ashtray, I don't know, shaped like tits or something.
You'd think there would be something there.
There has to be
with their name on there.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. I have never seen a pornographic ashtray. I assume they exist, right?
Oh, 100%.
They have to.
You might find one
like tits or something.
There's definitely one where it's a woman laying on her back.
Yeah.
And her tits are out, but in the middle, you put the ash.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. There has to be. I've never seen it, but I know it exists.
Can we get the origin here of this weirdo? You know, he escapes from prison. He ends up in Pottersville, New York. Mm. It's near Manhattan.
Mm-hmm.
And he meets a woman who's like, $40 a week.
Yeah, for this.
And no cooking, see?
Yeah, for this, like, room.
For this room above the porno. And she also had some extra clothes in there.
Oh, that's nice.
And the clothes
had an Adam Driver mask?
And the Adam Driver mask were the clothes of this guy, this Crimebuster fellow. Uh-huh. And the deal with Crimebuster...
Is he dead?
Yes, he is.
Oh, nice. Does he remain dead?
Yeah, as far as I know, yes.
Oh, so he's still dead?
I think so, yeah. Because his deal was he was a guy... His father was a superhero named, you know, he was known as the Comet.
Okay.
And the Comet's family.
Do you have actual powers?
I think so.
Okay.
And the Comet's family was exploded. And including the original Crimebuster, who was that guy's son.
Mm.
But the son lived, and he was like, I'm going to grow up, and I'll become a crime fighter.
Okay.
And I'm going to fill a bunch of guns with...
Was this Comet's grandson?
No, son's son.
Son's son, but he died, but he didn't.
He did not die. No, he didn't die there.
Okay.
And then he was based in whatever, and something, him and his father and Nova all got zapped to like do something in Xandar.
Sure.
Crimebuster got shot by a Skrull.
Nice.
And he was dead.
Cool.
But his clothes remained.
Well, yeah. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And this is where this guy gets them from. And he's remembering how he's like, man, you know, I was in prison with Luke Cage. And then he got out. But this Mason guy gets out of prison because he's like, superheroes. You know, I recognize Luke because Luke's, you know, got a public face.
Yeah.
So he's like, hey, that guy is a superhero, but he's a superhero for hire.
Mm-hmm.
I can make that kind of money. And I found these guns that shoot fire extinguishing liquid, and also an Adam Driver mask. So I'll be the Crimebuster.
This is like when Kevin Nash was like, I didn't care about wrestling, but then I saw Hulk Hogan and I went, I could do that, but better.
Yep.
And that is
I'm a better athlete than that guy.
And that's why I became a wrestler.
So Crimebuster's at his house, and some kid knocks on his door and he's like, hey,
There's a bully.
there's a bully at school and I want you to like help me with him.
Yeah, and this guy's like, how much money do you have? And the kid's like, $30. He's like, make it 50.
And the kid's like, I'll sell my bike. And
This
he's
is
like,
like-
deal.
Yeah, seriously, I'm like, this is like 1984. Like, you're asking that kid to find $500, basically. Like, what are you talking about?
Basically. And before we find out what happens with that, we cut to Danny, Iron Fist.
Mm-hmm.
Danny's kind of a little rich boy.
Yes, it sounds like he has money. He is at a country club.
Right.
Maybe he might be a CEO. I believe there's a family company involved here.
Yeah, there's stuff going on, and he's at a country club, and he's talking to some chick. He's holding a tennis racket that looks square for some reason.
Yes, and he has like a sweater around
He's
his... He's basically drawn like Bruce Wayne would be drawn, you know? It's just
all
like,
he just needs to say is,
look how fucking rich I
he
am.
just needs to say that was rippingly good.
Rippingly good.
Yeah.
I'm very rich.
I'm actually enjoying these people back here.
Oh, yeah, that's so funny. So
You
it's
got,
like in the foreground is Danny talking to this blonde lady. And then in the background, kind of like in the shadow, are, I'm assuming, people playing volleyball, but
No,
they're
there's-
all wearing bathing suits.
No, there was, but I think it looks like a basketball to me. But there's also another guy who is just dressed in like a life vest, and he's just kind of like looks like he's flipping off some girl here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you know what? I think I forgot to bring this up when we first see Crimebuster going to like his apartment, walking down the street.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's denizens there too.
There's people walking down the street, but I cannot tell what season this is supposed to be because if you look, there's a woman wearing what looks like very short shorts and a bikini top, and a man who's wearing a wool overcoat.
Oh yeah, that guy's supposed to be really fucking warm.
But
dude.
what season is this?
It looks like it's really hot because like
is it supposed to be?
Because Iron Fist looks like he's in the middle of like a nice outdoor event.
Yeah, but I mean that guy's wearing like a wool coat and a fucking hat. He's dressed like Don Draper, and then there's this woman wearing like booty shorts and a tiny little
It's
fucking
true.
top,
Yeah,
and I'm like,
yeah.
where are we?
Danny's talking to this girl Joy because Danny Rand
Mm-hmm.
is there's Rand Meacham. That's like
Sounds
it's
like a publisher.
it's like a publisher, but I think it's more like a weapons thing because
Oh, nice, like a little Ironman thing.
yeah, because like she meant because he's not there. He's kind of like doing his Bruce Wayne thing where he's like, I'm like I could come back at any time,
I'm so
but I'm not
rich.
gonna.
Yeah,
And he's like,
it's
oh,
a family company.
yeah, and he's like, oh, I don't know, why can't we all just get along in the business? And she's like, oh, go work for Raytheon, you idiot.
Yeah, yeah, he must be a defense guy.
So we catch up and find out with Crimebuster. So that kid paid him the $50.
Somehow this child found money.
This child found money. He's like, look, here's $50. Go cripple another child for me.
And the guy's like, done.
Done.
I'm for hire. I never specified that I won't beat up a child.
It's like, I will do, look, if you pay me the money and I find it to be the right amount of money to
just
do what you want me to do,
I will beat whatever it is.
I will do it.
What kind of money, Denny? Also, I will beat that child for you.
And we don't see it, but
shame.
He does. There's this kid named Ace, and that's the bully that is messing with this kid, this Jimmy or whatever his name is.
Grabs him by the throat, picks him up.
Goes to fault, and then
I love a good grabbing somebody by the throat and picking them up.
Yeah,
always a fun thing.
we catch up with Danny and Luke and their resident hunk.
Yeah, who is this long-haired Nelson-looking man?
I'll explain in a second.
Who should be in the band Nelson?
He looks like the third Nelson brother.
He absolutely does.
He really does. Before we get to that, he does shatter this kid's kneecaps. Crimebuster does, and they're like, "Jesus!" Even
and the kid's like 8.
Yeah, this kid is done for.
Yeah, this kid crippled for life.
No, but so they're hanging out with this fellow named Dave Griffith, or he's also known as
Nelson.
No, yes, Dave. Well, actually, Dave Nelson. That was actually Ricky's brother. I shouldn't say that, but no, but he's also his proper name is D.W. Griffith.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Not a good name to have.
No.
But apparently that was he owns whatever their office is. So there's a theater that this kid his family owns, and he rents to Luke and Danny.
Sure.
for their office.
Okay.
And in walks the Daughters of the Dragon, Misty Wing and Misty and Colleen. They have a little group called Nightwing Restorations.
When I saw that, I was very confused with what we were talking about.
Yeah, that's their detective agency.
I see.
And Danny is shacking up with
Misty. Yep.
Misty Knight. That's it.
There's a lot of smooching between these two. Also, Danny wearing his Power Man suit, which this has a very large collar.
Oh yeah.
And then when it's drawn, it kind of looks like a bat cowl, but not. Does that make sense? Because it's very pointy.
Yeah, but it's like the wide, super wide Iron Fist costume.
Yeah, it's very, very strange. Anyway.
Yeah, he's having a kiss, and this Griffith guy is like, I wish I had a girlfriend. He's just he's having a very dreamy look here. Did you see that?
Yeah, but I don't understand why this man could not have a girlfriend. He has beautiful hair.
I know, it's the thing. He's got beautiful blonde hair.
Beautiful.
This is a blonde-focused comic.
This is a very blonde-focused comic. This man, again, looks like he should be in the band Nelson.
100%.
And if he played an instrument, I don't see a problem.
He
would be getting tail.
He would.
Well, left and right.
Well, Billy Joel's taking all the tail. That's the problem.
Oh man, I bet if he had went and stood next to Billy Joel, he would probably get the tail.
If there was ever
he'd be like, look at this hair. Billy Joel does not have this hair.
He was lucky that Billy Joel's lucky that he was not standing next to this third Nelson brother.
100%.
When Chrissy Brinkley looked his way.
100%. That is correct.
Just say it.
Yep.
So when we get some kind of like a montage here of the Crimebuster. You see Crimebuster's taking all the good gigs and he's making a bunch of money.
No one wants to hire the heroes for hire anymore.
Well, they want to hire them for other bullshit that's not really going to make them a ton of money.
Yeah.
Because Crimebuster's kicking people out of their apartments, and Power Man and Iron Fist are just bodyguards to a fashion shoot or a runway. It's like a Miranda Priestley thing here, but I don't understand the placement of them because
it's odd.
They're literally just standing right next to whatever this tiny runway is.
Yeah, I don't know how
and
works.
Some woman's like, get on my way.
I can't see the fashion.
It's we're the bodyguards. But you don't have to stand right next to them as people are trying to see them.
You're not supposed to. Yeah, that's the whole thing.
Oh, my God.
They have nothing else to do with their time.
And then we're back with this whole crew at the Heroes for Hire office.
Mm-hmm.
Danny gets a something on his, he calls it my people beeper. He gets a...
Ew.
Yeah.
That just sounds gross.
He gets a phone call and he's like, oh, I better call and find out what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And I do like this panel here, though, because Luke is standing behind Danny. He's like, why do you still have a beeper or whatever?
Yeah.
But the way it's drawn is Luke's got his hand in front of Danny's face, but it looks like Danny's hand is Luke's hand.
Yeah.
And he's talking on the phone. And
yes, it is very strange.
It's just odd.
Yeah.
And but it turns out there's a bomb at Madison Square Garden.
Yep.
And they have to go and defuse it.
Mm-hmm.
Luke is like, man, I'm so mad. I don't want the garden to blow up. I like sports there.
Yes.
I love
sports.
I don't want the sports to stop.
Can't have that.
And so they bounce, and we're at Madison Square Garden. We actually get a cameo here from Captain Jean DeWolf.
Okay.
You see this woman here, right?
Oh, yeah, no, that woman is dressed fantastically.
She is
the best dressed woman in the entire comic book.
She's also another person that has been killed and has stayed dead. No, Jackal did revive her for a second, but she's dead.
It's too bad she's got the best suit.
She does. She's a police captain that wears a beret and
smokes cigarettes and wears all this really nice white plaid.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, I could see you being her in a movie.
I absolutely could. I would 100% wear everything. She's wearing gloves.
Yeah.
She's wearing fucking red gloves, smoking a cigarette. I would absolutely wear everything this woman is wearing.
Yeah. And apparently she had a thing for Spider-Man at one point.
I mean, most everyone has a thing for Spider-Man.
Actually, it's funny. According to the wiki, because I was looking, because she's actually a part of a very famous Spider-Man storyline with the Sin Eater.
Okay.
Because Sin Eater was a cop that she was dating at one point, and he murdered her. But according to the wiki, it's Jean DeWolf preferred short guys.
All right.
And I was like, oh, okay.
Good for you, Jean DeWolf.
Billy Joel was again stepping in.
She loves a short king. It's cool.
But there's a group called the Black Tigers, and they are they're enemies of this nation known as Halwan,
Okay.
which is somewhere in between like Libya and Algeria.
Okay.
And they're from a company or a nation called Murtakesh, which is right next to Halwan.
Okay.
And so there's going to be a boxing match at the Madison Square Garden with some Halwan boxers or whatever.
Sure.
And they've decided to take hostage some of these folks from this thing. So it's a big political brouhaha between two nations that don't exist. Power Man and Iron Fist are like, let's go do this. And here comes our homeboy, Crimebuster.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, well, I'm here to do the job too, because
that's what I do.
I'm taking all your jobs. And one of the guys on the police force is like, well, I'll give you $5,000 who finds this bomb first. Which instead of just having your actual bomb team go in and do this, they send in these 3 idiots.
Yep. They sure do.
To go do this. Crimebuster finds some goons of this terrorist group and unloads his massive jism on them. Like, there's some, again, these guns aren't very much, but
they're very small.
But the volume,
yes,
coming out of these guns,
yes,
is quite a bit.
Yeah. Did he mention if these were the old Crimebusters guns or no? I
think they are. All the stuff is Crimebusters.
Well, that's the thing. They're very backed up because that guy's been dead for a while.
Yeah, I know. He called this is his Vaz Deferens gun.
Yeah, this was the no FAP November or whatever the fuck. And then finally he's done, and it's just a fucking disaster.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably should have done this in the shower.
So, but yeah, Danny and Luke are kicking these other guys' asses somewhere else, and they bust into where the prisoners are being held, and one of the guys, there's the princess of this Halwan area, she's there, and then there's another. I don't know if this guy's a boxer or what his deal is, because he's wearing.
I think he's a boxer, because I think they're talking about a boxing match.
Well, there's one guy's dressed in like actual boxing trunks, but the other guy's dressed in like just like sweatpants.
Maybe he's warming up.
I don't know. So they skedaddle and they catch up with Danny and Luke catch up with Crimebuster, and they find the bomb.
Mm-hmm.
The bomb has like 15 seconds left,
and Crimebuster's like, fuck this.
He literally runs out.
He's just like, no thank you.
He literally says, gangway.
Yes. He's like, I'm going to go live to see another day. Peace out, boys. And he just leaves.
He leaves, and it's about to go off, and Luke is like, well, I guess I should just tear this thing apart and see what happens.
Which he does.
And so, yeah, Crimebuster runs out, and he's like, oh, hey, they didn't die. What's going on?
They were supposed to die.
But there's still an explosion.
Yes.
And we go back, and Luke is just on his side. This thing here where he's laying on his side and his legs are splayed. And he's like, he's like, that was with my hand off.
I did it. Woo, I didn't die.
His clothes are all torn up.
Yeah.
But it was just the detonator that exploded. Because he has iron skin, though, it didn't, like,
hurt him.
Maim him.
Yeah.
And, and everybody's
He's just
fine.
laughing about it.
We got the whole thing outside of the garden. And they're like, Daddy and Luke, Power Man Iron Fist, you folks are the best, and we appreciate you saving, Madison Square Garden from
saving sports.
Saving sports. Next page, they go to dinner.
Yeah.
Luke is wearing the yellowest suit.
Very yellow.
It is super yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Also, there is Oliver Queen. Apparently,
I saw that too. Yep, Oliver Queen is there. He's got that nice little Van Dyke. Again, many blonde men.
I don't know who this is actually.
I have no idea who this is because he's sitting next to the woman who looks like Talia.
Oh shit!
She does, doesn't she?
I know. Yeah, shit. Maybe this is a DC crossover.
It is.
And also Danny, the Iron Fist is wearing a jacket with patches on it.
Yes, he is. Like a professor.
With patches, he's wearing a vest and a full turtleneck underneath.
again, what season is this?
Yeah, right.
What temperature are we supposed to be dressing for?
Because that's a lot of clothes.
It's a lot, right?
Yeah. But outside the window is Crimebuster.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, well, I'm smoking here and I'm going to get those guys later. He does come back for like a second.
Mm-hmm.
And then he gets murdered.
Nice.
But he does not get Danny and Luke in the end.
Ah,
and
I see.
That's how this ends. Because we're going to do a few of these issues of Power Man and Iron Fist, and they're basically all like self-contained issues. But
nice.
It's nice to kind of do those, and they're if I wonder which one is next. Actually, the next two I think you might like those more.
Okay.
Because they definitely get more wacky.
Yes.
But that is Power Man and Iron Fist number 105 from May 1984. Thanks for listening, everybody. You can find us on our Twitter and Instagram. I'm at Angry Hero Shawn. She's at Jen Stansfield. And you can email the show at worstcollectionever@gmail.com. You can also check us out on YouTube at Worst Collection Ever. That is a cool place to check out some videos, some shorts, stuff that we're putting together.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of fun. I enjoy curating that. And you can also rate and review this podcast anywhere you get it. Let us know what you think of the show. If you're Billy Joel and you're listening to this, I would love to hear from you.
We'd love to hear from you, Billy Joel.
Yeah, yes, that would be delightful.
Yeah.
But once again, folks, thanks for listening. Talk to you again next time.
Bye.